Welcome back to Project Zinke Redo. Now in the previous ones, we've gone over the chassis. We've done the undercoating, the subframe bushings, the suspension bushings with the ISIS arms, and now we're going to start focusing on the interior. One of the first things in the interior that's always bugged me is all the dash lights don't work. So as you can see, I can turn them on. There's still a dim metal, and then here in the center, half the dash lights don't work, and it makes it really hard to drive at night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and replace these bulbs with LED bulbs from superbrightleds.com. And in order to do that, I need to take the dash apart. First thing you need to do is get all these pieces apart. Of course, the center comes out a little easier. You can take the center part here out, 4 screws, and pull this out. The back side here, you just take out this top piece. Of course, drop the column down. There's 4 screws underneath. Take the column color off, set it aside. The center piece here needs to come out. There's 2 screws in the top. Pop these out. And then there's 3 screws, 2 in the bottom, 1 in the top, holding in the gauges. Once that's all out, it's easy just to turn the gauge over, replace the bulbs. Let's get that work done, and we'll move on to the bulbs. Once you have everything out, it's very easy to take this out. Now, you don't need to take this out in order to do it, but I just took all the wires off the back in order to demonstrate it. So these 3 brown bulbs here are what you need to replace. So these are just a twist lock. You twist them about 30 degrees this way. You're going to pull these out, and all you need to do is pull the bulbs out, replace them with the LEDs you get from your favorite vendor, put them back in, and it's easy just putting it back in as you took it out. Let's get started. Okay, it's a few seconds later. I'm on to my last one already. This is an easy job. So as you can see, what you're going to do is you're going to take out an incandescent here, put it in an LED, and these are a 194 wedge base from superleds.com. These just take out the incandescent, plug in this one, pops right in the back here, just like this, and I'm done. Now I got to put it back together. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, now I've got everything back in. One word of caution: the bulbs actually are polarized, meaning they don't go in. There's a right way and a wrong way to put them in. So if you put them in the wrong way and turn them on and they don't light up, it means you got them in backwards. So obviously I've got some bulbs in backwards. It's time to take it back out and flip them around. Let's get it in the right way. Okay, as you saw before, the incandescent bulbs are definitely kind of a dull yellow. They're just faded. They're just, era technology for the 1990s. Here's what a 2012 vehicle could look like. As you can see, it's nice and bright. And there's actually kind of a glare on the picture, but in reality, there's really not much of a glare. It's actually a nice, cool white. The bulbs I bought were natural white for the 194 wedge type. You could also go to green or blue, etc. I just thought a nice, clear white was exactly what I needed. And I need to figure out what's obviously up with my clock, as it's not working, but everything else looks pretty damn good. On to the AC controls. Here's just a quick update of the AC controls. As you can see, they kind of work. Obviously this doesn't work. These light up. The hot cold here doesn't really light up, and the buttons do light up here when you turn them on. So I need to work on those. It's time to get this out. So as you do, just a wide view here. Of course, you obviously take out your AT finisher here. You don't have to take the radio out necessarily, but actually I'm going to do some more work in this area, so I took it all out. The top piece here, this is actually going to snap off where you have your vents here in the top. Here pieces, there's 4 screws, 2 on each side. This will actually pull out. Once I get this out, let me turn around and show you what's on the back side. Alright, now that you have the AC out, it's very easy. Turn around the back side. There's actually this control panel here. It's actually locked in on the top sides. Once you pop it out, you can slide it down here, and just be gentle. Remember, it's electronics, they can break. There's actually 3 little blue receptacles in here for lights. That's what controls your lights for up on the top and the bottom. Now, of course, on the back side, you can pull these out. They're, again, just a twist lock. Take those out and put in your new LEDs. Put them back in. Remember, they are polarized. They don't work. Flip them around. They should work. This one's a pretty simple install here, similar to the other ones. Just remember to take your time with everything. And as you're going through, when you put it back in, give it a good cleaning. Give it a wipe down. It's, if yours is like mine, a couple 100,000 miles of dust and dirt builds up for a while. Clean it up as you go and make it look nice and pretty. So I'm going to take these bulbs out and put the new ones in. Let's show you a before and after. Alright, once you get the backside out, you actually need to take out this the blower motor fan switch here. So you actually need to take out the knob on the front. It's actually just going to pull out straight. And then you can release the top tabs here, pull this out. That way it'll give you access to the other bulb. It'll make it nice and easy. Once you put this back in, it's time to reassemble everything, plug it all in, double check the polarity, make sure they all work. And you can do that as you go, and just remember, give it a good cleaning as you go. Now it's time to start reassembling. Alright, so now as you see, I do have everything back together. It's actually a pretty easy process, taking it apart and putting it back together. You just need to take your time, make sure the plastic doesn't break. Now, let me just turn everything on so you can see. Yeah, I'll give you a good close-up. But everything does light up. Now everything in the controls do light up, and it's a nice clean white. It's a 194 wedge base, and there's 3 of them in the dash. There's also 3 of this. Now I did buy the Neo 3mm from superleds.com. Total for the bulbs and shipping was about $26.50 in that range. But these bulbs will last for a lifetime. They'll probably outlast the car now. I do have a natural white here and a cool white there, so you can also go blue, green, red, whatever you want to do. They have a variety of colors. Everything is done. Now it's just time to put the radio back in and finish up the project. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time.